Hey, Stam here, and welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. In today's episode, I want to transform this mountain peak into our future nether portal. Now, I think we're going to place this portal right over on this mountain peak here. But if we go ahead and pop over here, this isn't really suitable for a portal right now. I think this is going to be the perfect place for our portal, as we have our farming area down here. We have the mountain over there, and we have the top city right over there. But not only that, since we plan on expanding in this direction with the Halloween build right over there and the string farm in this area, I think this is going to be the perfect place. But we should get to work on fixing the terrain. Alright, there should be enough snow for now, but we're also going to need a little bit of ice. And if I'm not wrong, if we head in this direction, we should find a glacier peak thing biome. That's definitely what they're called. Yes, one of these. They're called frozen peaks, apparently. A little bit easier to remember. And there's a fox! Oh my god! There's multiple foxes. You're so cute. I'm just gonna ruin your habitat now. If you would excuse me. Alright, that should be enough ice. Well, we can always return and destroy the habitat even more if we need to. So for this build, I'm thinking we have an entrance in this area right here leading up, and then we can have a staircase leading up from down there up to here, so we get up to this height, which is 184. We have the portal at the end right here, and maybe we have the portal just a little bit more elevated as well, but we probably have to make this flat first. Well, now we have a flat surface, but it's flying in a few places like this, and actually connected down to the mountain. And what are you doing up here? Like, how? Why? Get down to the grass, buddy. Alright, perfect. Now we have a flat surface to start building on, and it's actually connected up to the mountain. I do want to add a few lines of packed ice going through the terrain here to break it up a little bit, because there's a lot of snow right now. I gotta admit, this looks a little bit flat, so I think we gotta extend up a few more parts to it. So I think that we should extend up another part right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll extend these out 2 blocks just like this, and then we'll have the staircase up to the main portal right here. And then we make some sort of curved path leading from that, going over in this direction, and then back over to here. Alright, this kind of curved path right here is perfect, and now we have to extend out a little bit more terrain. I maybe should have waited with this layer and gotten this path in before, but I didn't know, to my defense. I didn't know. Alright, this is looking good so far. I like the height that we have now, because it was a little bit too flat for my liking before this. And I think we should start working on the main part of this build, because I want to finish this backside of terrain here, but I kind of need to get the main part of the build in before I can do that terrain, so I can customize the terrain to the building, because that's just going to look a lot better. So let's go and grab a bunch of blocks that we're going to be needing for this. Alright, so we gotta add a temporary nether wart farm here, because I am completely out of this stuff, and I haven't made a field for it yet. Anywhere. And we gotta grab a little bit of string to stop the snow. I also need a little bit of obsidian to actually make the portal frame. And since we're eventually gonna transform the end, I need to get rid of these pillars anyways. Well, I just realized how long it's gonna take to mine these pillars down. It's gonna take absolute ages. And we got some blocks all gathered up, and let's start building the main part of this build now. So let's start extending up a staircase. And then I'm thinking we extend this part out another 3 blocks. So I'm thinking we extend this out 2 blocks on this side and then add in a 3-block wall right here. And for a few details, we grab some anvils, blackstone walls, bars, and mangrove fence. And then we do something just like this, similar to what we did on the Halloween build. And then we extend some supports out the back just to make this build look a little bit more supported. And this right here is going to be the base of our portal frame, and yeah, it's quite a big portal. And then I'm even going to sheet this big portal and not do the corners, and let's just extend this up a couple of blocks. And then we top the corner off with a stair and extend an obsidian line up the top. Now I don't want to hide the obsidian completely, so I think I'm going to leave this side open right here, but we will extend up a couple of blocks next to it. Alright, this is starting to look good now, but I'm not really liking the square part of this portal, so I think I gotta add a bit of a circular pattern on the outside. And Mojang, please make it so you can make portals any shape. I guess the square shape is iconic, but I really want to make a circular portal or just a mishmash portal. I think it would look so good. And I think we should add in a splash of color using some stripped mangrove. And we just add a circle pattern, something just like this, I think looks great. And before we start working up top, I think something's missing on the backside here. And I think that's a couple of blackstone walls. Just like that. And then we add some fences on top of these guys, just like we did here in the front. And then we can fill in the gaps with a few bars as well. And if I've counted this right, there should go a staircase right here. And of course we gotta end off the circle pattern on the top, doing the exact same thing as we did on the bottom. And then here at the top, I think we add in a little bit more color, and I've seen this in a lot of YouTuber videos recently, and it seems really popular, and I just really think it would fit up here. Adding in some glazed terracotta, which is a block that I never really use, and that can tell because these are the complete wrong orientation. Oh boy, I think I have to place it like this way maybe? Yeah, that's right, okay. And this one has to be placed to, no, this way? Yeah, and then this one will be this way? No, this way too. No. This way? No. This way? No. This way? No. This way? Yes. But of course we can't leave it at this, so we're going to extend up a little bit of dark oak in the middle just to get a little bit more color in here. And then we come in with a deep slate and fill in the archway. And with that arch on the top there, and I gotta say I love the color, the main portal is actually complete and we can light this up now, but I'm gonna wait with that for a little bit later when we actually have the whole build complete. But I gotta admit, this looks a little bit empty just sitting here, and of course I gotta fix the back here so it connects down, and this time I can't just leave the back. No, I need to do it. But I'm thinking we add 2 statues in the front of this, and what better statue to add than a villager? Because I hate villagers, so they might as well be demons. And I hope they burn. To start the statues off, I extended up a pedestal for them to stand on and incorporated the color scheme which we've used so far. Then for the actual statue, I used a design by Gold Robin, and there will be a link in the description to his YouTube video. And I gotta say, the statues are looking epic. I absolutely love this design, and I thought it would fit adding in a couple of villagers in here. Because I hate villagers, and them being demons is just perfect. But before we start working on the back here, because it's just slightly flying at the moment, I realized while building the statues that I don't have a nether wart farm in this world yet. So I think this is going to be the perfect area to build just a temporary little nether wart farm. And I think it's going to be an amazing splash of color in this build as well. So I'm thinking of adding a small patch up at this area right here. And then on this side over here, instead of having a bunch of snow, we can have a few snow blocks here, but I want to have it mainly soul sand, so quite a big field here. Some nether fields up here really contrast the white, and I absolutely love it. I think we're gonna have to get a couple more decorations in them, but I'm gonna do that in just a second, because walking on soul sand is so slow. But there is actually an enchantment that you can put on your boots to walk faster. So let's take a little bit of a break from building and go into the nether and try to get some. I think armor on is a good idea here. Alright, so we have some chests down there. We can try to get down there. A lodestone and a block of gold. And a block of gilded blackstone. I should have brought my bow, but it's in my ender chest and I accidentally left my ender chest. But that's fine. Should be fine still. Steal this gold out here. It's mine now, I'm sorry. I think the full nether is going to be better for this. Can you get above me somehow? Where did he go? Does he have a route to get to me? Oh no, he just fell down here. Soul Speed 3 on gold boots. Not what I'm looking for. Come here. Come. Come here. Well, we got a boots with Soul Speed 3, but still not what I'm looking for. We got it. Okay. I was just about to go and look at another bastion, but we got Soul Speed 3. Let's head home. Which is this way, I think. Let's grab our boots and apply this, and it's gonna cost us 19 levels, but that is some maxed boots. Perfect. Well, now that we are super fast on soul sand, I forgot how fast you are on soul sand when you have soul speed 3. Now that we have it, let's continue working on the terrain back here. Back is not looking good, added in a small little cliffside and just a lot of snow. And for the front, that is also starting to come together now. I'm not sure though what I want to do in this area right here. I know I want something built here, but I also don't want to block the main view of the main portal. I just fixed up the rest of the path and I think it's looking great. I had to add in a little bit of string on top of it because the snow kept on falling above it and that just ruined the whole path. And I gotta add some more string up there because they can have snow on them. Now the demons don't have any white on top of their eyebrows anymore. So let's start working on the final part of this path. Then what I think we do is we add in the chisel deep slate, we extend up some bricks, and then we add another deep slate just like that. And now we just need an anvil, so we replicate whatever we did up here because it looks good. But I need some iron, so let's go grab some. And I love how the city is probably going to turn out in the future. And in the next episode, we're actually going to continue working on that. Because that's going to be episode 13. I already have episode 14 planned out, and I think you're going to love it. And then episode 15 is going to be related to this portal. I'm pretty sure you can guess what it is, right? Yeah, we're going to the nether. And with the staircase, we have the entrance up to the portal all completed. I don't want to do the rest of the pathway just yet, because I don't know how the pathway is going to lead out from the town yet. So I'm gonna work on that on one of my future streams, which reminds me I've been really bad at streaming lately. Stream on Sunday, yes. Now there's 2 more things that I want to add to this build, and one of them being a small little lava lake. I think it's gonna fit, but there's a lot of snow, so I don't know. We're probably not gonna be able to have like cool snow layers if we do this, and we'll place it down here a little bit, and it should be fine. I think this is good, and then we can add in a campfire right there and right here. And I think we should add in a little bit of soul sand and netherrack around this for it to make a little bit more sense. And now for the final thing I want to add to this, I think we're going to need some spikes. I want some ice spikes. That's why we grab the ice. I want the spikes. But I also need some glass for this. And glass is something that we have. Then we craft this into some light blue and the glass into some light blue glass. And with that, I'd say that this build is complete. And I love how much the ice spikes added to this. But it is complete, and if we go up to the portal here, we can finally give it a light. Wouldn't it be anticlimactic right now if the portal wouldn't have lit? But I absolutely love how this build turned out, and even though it's a little bit of a smaller build, I still enjoyed building it. Next episode, we're going to be working on the top city again, but that's it for me. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.